All right, let's get right into it. There's a huge digital shift happening in Malaysia, and honestly, it's going to change how every single business, big or small, handles its money. We're talking, of course, about the mandatory move to e-invoicing. So, in this quick explainer, we're going to break down exactly what this means for you and your business. And that brings us to the first big question, the one you really need to ask yourself. Is your business actually ready for this? Because this isn't just, some minor software update. We're talking about a fundamental rewiring of how business transactions happen across the entire country.
So, to make sense of it all, here's our game plan. First, we'll cover what an e-invoice actually is. Then, we'll zoom out and see why this matters for Malaysia as a whole. After that, we'll get to the good stuff, the benefits for your company. We'll also walk through how the new system works step by step, and we'll wrap up with the most important part, the official timeline you have to follow.
Okay, section 1. What in the world is e-invoicing? I know a lot of us think, oh, I already do this, I email PDFs. But trust me, this new system, it's a completely different league. It goes way, way beyond just sending a digital file.
Here's the official definition, but let's break it down. The two magic phrases here are automated exchange and validated in real time. This means we're stopping the whole process of sending files back and forth. Instead, we're sending structured data that the government system can instantly read, check, and approve. So think less about documents and more about data streams.
And this slide really puts it into perspective, doesn't it? We all know the old way, right? You create a PDF, you attach it to an email, you cross your fingers it doesn't go to spam, and then somebody on the other end has to manually type all that info into their own system. It's slow. And typos? Oh yeah, they happen. The new way, though, is just so much smarter. Your system talks directly to the tax portal, it gets an official digital stamp of approval, and then it's zapped over to your customer's system. All automatic. No more data entry, way fewer mistakes.
Okay, but why is this happening? Why is the entire country making this shift? Let's pull back for a second and look at the big picture from the government's point of view.
You see, this isn't just about modernizing paperwork. It's a really strategic economic move. For the government, the system gives them a live, real-time view of what's happening in the economy. This makes collecting taxes way more efficient, it clamps down on tax fraud, and it just makes the whole business environment much more transparent. And at the end of the day, it's a huge building block for strengthening Malaysia's entire digital economy.
All right, now for the part I'm sure you've been waiting for. We've talked about the country, but what's in it for you? For your business? How can you look at this as a massive opportunity and not just another rule you have to follow?
Well, the benefits are pretty amazing when you list them out. First off, automation just saves a ton of time and money. When you get rid of manual data entry, you slash the number of expensive errors. But here's the best part. Because invoices get validated and sent instantly, the whole approval and payment process speeds up. And what does that mean? It means you get paid faster. That is a massive, massive win for your cash flow. Plus, you end up with a perfect, secure digital record of every single transaction. It makes things like audits or financial planning so much easier.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does an invoice actually move through this new system? The easiest way to think about it is like this. The government's portal is like a certified digital postman. It takes your invoice, checks the address, gives it an official stamp, and delivers it instantly.
And here's the journey, laid out nice and simple. It all starts in your accounting software. But instead of clicking Save as PDF, you're going to click Submit. That sends the data straight to the My Invoice portal, which checks it all in just seconds. As soon as it's validated, bam, both you and your customer get a notification. Your customer can then immediately access that official government-approved e-invoice. It's a super clean, super fast 5-step flow.
Pay close attention here, because this next part is, without a doubt, the most critical piece of information for your business. This isn't all happening at once. The rollout is being done in phases, and you absolutely have to know which phase you fall into.
So the whole rollout is tiered, and it's based on your company's annual revenue. Phase 1 is already targeting the biggest players, then Phase 2 will rope in the next group, and so on until the final phase when it becomes mandatory for literally every taxpayer. So look, your number one takeaway today should be this. Go to the official LHDN or Inland Revenue Board website and figure out exactly which turnover bracket your business is in. These are hard deadlines, folks, not suggestions. Knowing your date is absolutely non-negotiable.
And that's where we'll leave it. This digital shift, it's not coming, it's already here. So the question isn't if you're going to adopt e-invoicing, it's how you're going to use this change. Are you just going to do the bare minimum to comply? Or are you going to seize this opportunity to make your business faster, smarter, and financially stronger than ever before?